Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 60, and today we have the big game against Real Madrid in the Champions League, and also another big game against Liverpool in the Premier League. Before we play those two big games, though, I'm going to show you how Swansea have been getting on off camera. And also, just before we move on as well, I do want to say that the last episode did have a lot of audio problems. I did mention it in the description, but I didn't realise until I'd finished recording that the microphone was really dodgy. I don't know why it was so inconsistent in terms of volume. I've got no idea. I tried to sort it out and alter it myself and try and make it sound good, but it wasn't that great, and I do apologise for that, but there wasn't really much I could do about it because I didn't know there was audio problems until after I'd finished recording the episode. If this episode's the same, then I'll have to do something, but the last thing I need right now, whilst I'm earning basically no money on YouTube, getting no views and whatnot, is to have to buy another new microphone. But still, hopefully it won't be too big of a problem, and in today's episode, hopefully we'll return to normal audio quality. Still, in the last episode, you saw the two games against Norwich and Real Madrid. First a 3-0 victory and then the goalless draw away at the Bernabeu. I played 4 games off camera, and we started with a very disappointing loss by a goal to nil to Everton in the FA Cup 5th round at home, and that's it. It's all over. We're out of the FA Cup, and we will not retain it and win it for a 3rd successive year. So gutted about that, I really am. I did rest a lot of players for it, but it's still very disappointing. You know, I would have loved to have retained it once again and sort of made it our trophy throughout this series. But hey-ho, it's over now and someone else will have to win it. But still, we responded with 3 big wins. First 1-0 away at Vicarage Road against Watford. Then a 1-0 victory over United in a battle of the top 2 at the time. Gylfi Sigurdsson scored the only goal of a wonderful free kick. And then we beat QPR by 2-1 in the last game as well. I rested almost the entire side for that one too, because I wanted all the players fresh for the Real Madrid game. And Coutinho scored his first goal for the club, and it was a wonder goal as well. He ran basically like through 4 or 5 players before scoring. But still, in today's episode, you will see the big game against Real Madrid, the second leg, and of course the game against Liverpool as well. Right now in the Premier League, this is how the table is currently looking. We are still top with 9 games to go, so almost at the home stretch now. And as you can see, we are just so close, you know, to really pulling away. It's been really tight at the top, but I feel now that if we get a couple of big wins in succession against 2 big sides as well, Liverpool and Arsenal, I think it was, the next 2 league games, yeah, if we can get 2 big wins in a row there, I really feel we can pull away and start to look really good in terms of our chances of retaining the title. But still, for the first game of today's episode, it's the Champions League first knockout round, the second leg here at Liberty Stadium, and after a goalless draw at the Bernabeu, I must say I'm feeling quite confident. You know, I'm feeling quite confident indeed of possibly pulling off a massive shock. We know how good Real Madrid side are. We know we can't afford to concede, otherwise the tie is over, but I believe we could possibly do it. And I forgot to change the side. I'll do this off camera and come back in a second. And so with the side now picked, we are ready for the first game of today's episode, and it is the big one against Real Madrid. We're sticking with a 4-2-3-1 like we have all season long, and for this game as well, we're going to start on control. The reverse leg at the Bernabeu, we started on counter, but because we're at home, I fancy my chances a lot more being at home as well. We're going to start on control and see if that will work out for us. This is the team for the game then. Leno starts in goal, back 4 of George, Rakik, Marlon, and Karaman. In midfield, Pep, and in for the suspended Sam Redmond tonight, Joe Allen. He's going to have a really big game if we're going to keep Real Madrid quiet. Further forward, Brandt on the left, Mahrez on the right, Sigurdsson as our attacking midfielder, and Esposito gets the nod as the lone striker as well. I was contemplating playing Barbosa. He scored in the game against Watford, and of course neither of these strikers really have been performing, but do you know what, like Esposito, I mean, he's the Italian stallion. He's the boy, you know, he is the one. He's the one. We love Barbosa. We do love him, but Esposito, we love him even more. On the bench, Pickford, Fabiano, Chambers, Benz, Consisto, Patino, and Barbosa as well. And yeah, I mean, being without Sam Redmond, I've said before, he's probably one of, if not our most important player in his side, just because he's so good at the role he does, and no one else can do it half as good. But I still think we do have a chance, and we could possibly pull off the biggest result in Swansea's history. So come on, Swansea, it's a massive game, one of the biggest in the club's history. The bookies think we're favourites, how about that? And come on, let's prove them right. Swansea versus Real Madrid, let's get the win, come on the Swans. So here we go then, first highlight of the game, already just 1 minute in, and worryingly it does come to Real Madrid as well, and they could have gone 1-0 up too, had it not been out for a fantastic save by Leno, turning that shot behind by one of those new-gen/regen strikers, and keeping the score scoreless. If that goes in, it's basically good night within the first couple of minutes, but Leno proving his worth, what a save. and it's still 0-0. So first highlight for us here just before the break is Rakit receives the ball from a free kick, and the shot was blocked there and turned behind for a corner. That went down as a clear-cut chance, really, as Real Madrid blocked that shot from our centre-half, and it is still 0-0. We've done nothing in this first half, but like in the first leg, really, it's been a first half full of basically no chances whatsoever. There's been a few shots, but clearly nothing too clear-cut, as it is still goalless as we approach the break. I'm feeling quite nervous because, of course, one goal will certainly do it for Real Madrid. I can't see us scoring twice with the goal scoring problems we've had this year, but right now it's 0-0, and if we can nick a goal late on to win the tie, I'll go mental. Well, how about this? It's going to end up goalless after 180 minutes worth of football, unless someone can win this tie late on here in stoppage time. It's been a half full of absolutely no chance whatsoever, just like in the first leg. No attacks and nothing to report in the second leg. And just a really disappointing tie in general. I can't believe it. This is one of the biggest ties in Swansea's history, if not the biggest. And literally in 2 hours, and no, hang on, 3 hours worth of football. No, hang on, is that right? I don't know. In 180 minutes worth of football in 2 games anyway, there's been no goals and barely any chances. So Sean O'Driscoll says the performance was disappointing. We should let the team know that. This is Real Madrid, for God's sake. We kept them at bay for 2 games. That's crazy to say that. I'm gonna calmly say only one goal is going to be enough to win this. Keep working hard and we'll get it, because I can't see Real Madrid scoring at this rate, and I can't see us scoring. So if one of us can nick it from somewhere, that will surely be the goal that wins it. So even going into extra time, I don't really want to make changes, but I think I will. I'm going to take off Mahrez. I'm going to bring on Sisto, and I'm going to try and let him run at the left back. He did pick up a knock, although I think he might have got subbed off, so I'm not entirely sure. But we'll bring on Sisto anyway, and I might bring on Barbosa for Esposito. I think we'll leave it just for the time being, maybe make some changes soon, but still, 0-0 after 2 games, and here's the first highlight. Don't score right now. Oh my God. It's just typical. I mean, it's just absolutely typical. I was rambling on there, talking about the fact there's been basically no highlights. And Real Madrid, with the first in extra time, have got the goal that will go on to win them the game. I don't know what Leno's doing. He made an incredible save in the first couple of minutes. That's embarrassingly bad goalkeeping. It's 1-0 Real Madrid. Oh, and now we've got a free kick, and I can't even get a breather right now. Sigurdsson, Rakit. Oh, it's 1-1. We've equalised from a set piece of our own a couple minutes later, and we've got to score another goal, of course, due to the away goal ruling, but oh my word, what a start to extra time. Seriously, 3 minutes into extra time, and we've already seen 2 goals. So we have 15 minutes to go, otherwise we're going out, which would be such a shame for us, but we only have ourselves to blame, really, for not creating too many chances. So I'm going to change the tactics here, going into the second half of extra time, and I need to bring on Barbosa as well, but I don't really know who to take off. I suppose Brandt, and what I'm going to do is have them both as inside forwards, with Sisto on the left, Barbosa on the right. They've got pace and energy off the bench, so we need to see them use it. So Esposito will stay up on his own, but hopefully that shall help us. So second half is going to begin. Let's try and exploit the flanks as well. Second half is going to begin. Can we find ourselves the goal to send us through, or will this be the end of our Champions League adventure in the round of 16 for a second straight year? Come on, Swansea. And straight from kickoff, the highlight is continuing here with Pep finding Sisto down left-hand side, takes it round his mark. Come on, mate. This is what I want to see. Sisto bearing down on goal. Great save by the goalkeeper. And Rugani gets behind for a throw. What a fantastic start that would have been to this extra time period. Sisto through again. And another great save. Another brilliant stop by the Real Madrid shot stopper. And it's Dragowski. Is that the young Polish lad with another brilliant save? 2 in quick succession to deny Sisto. Oh my word, I feel as though those are probably going to be the only chances we'll get in this extra time period, the second half. And Sisto, he's a fan's favourite, but it looks as though he's unfortunately going to be ruining those missed chances come the end of the game, because I think that will most likely do it. Oh, that is absolutely gutting, man. That is genuinely gutting. 2 golden chances to begin the second half period, but as the game comes towards its close, that will surely be that. So final score, Swansea 1, Real Madrid 1, and we're out at the round of 16 stage once again. And once again, it's unacceptable to have lost on aggregate here, because this is an amazing side, Real Madrid. Everyone knows that. And to be fair, we did play a little bit better in terms of the stats, I think. But, the fact is, we've only got ourselves to blame. I said we need to score at the Bernabeu because we weren't going to keep a clean sheet here. We may have done in 90 minutes, but going into extra time, they always had that chance of scoring, and they did. And despite Rakik cancelling out that goal early after they scored, it was always going to be very, very difficult to score twice against a really good Real Madrid side. So we're out then. We're out once again in the round of 16 stage. Familiar feeling, but again, only got ourselves to blame, and just proved this season the problem really has been not scoring enough goals and not taking our chances. And so as we come into the second game of today's episode, we now take on Liverpool back in the Premier League. Obviously really disappointed after that Real Madrid game, but if we can get a big win here, that'll make me feel a little bit better, because obviously this season, this can be the only trophy we can win now, the title, and that'll be a real shame because obviously last season, we technically won a domestic treble. This season, this can be the only one we can win now, and we need to make sure that we do win at least something this year, so we need to make sure we get an important result here. This is the team for the game. As you can see, I'm going 4-4-2. Yes, last season's 4-4-2, the famous 4-4-2. Going back to it, and like the 4-2-3-1 is still something I really do like, but we need more goals. For God's sake, we need more goals. So maybe the dynamic duo Barbosa and Esposito up top together will help us in this game, and I guess we'll have to wait and see. And to be fair to myself as well, like a lot of people probably wonder why I haven't tried the 4-4-2 more this season. These two have barely been fit together at the same time. I mean, they've barely been fit, simple as that. They've both been injured so often this year, and together, like if one's injured, then the other one's probably fit, and vice versa. So it's been hard to play the 4-4-2 really, and yeah. But still, this is the team for the game. Leno's in goal, back four of George, Fabiano, Marlon, and Karaman. In midfield, Brandt's on the left, Mahrez is on the right, and in the middle, Redmond and Benzema. Actually, do you know what? Sisto ahead of Brandt, because Sisto's always done well starting in that left midfield role. So Sisto, Redmond, Benzema, and Mahrez, and up top together, Barbosa and Esposito. On the bench, Pickford, Rakik, Chambers, Pep, Sigurdsson, Brandt, Patino. And yeah, second game of today's episode, and again a little disappointed after that Real Madrid game, but a big win here will make you feel a lot better. Come on Swansea, let's get a good result. So first highlight of the game, it does come to us as well, and we should take the lead surely, and we do as well. Sisto's free kick flicked on by Fabiano, and the Brazilian centre-backs linking up as the skipper Marlon gets on the end of that header and fires the ball into the back of the net. The perfect start to this game. Good to start both Sisto and Fabiano though, those two combining for the hockey assist and the assist, and the skipper Marlon with a finish. I mean, that goalkeeping there, I love that, just like scooping down, hoping that the ball just rolls towards him whilst it's still next to Marlon's feet. Anyway, 1-0 to Swansea, we take the lead, and that's a great start. However, there is a highlight directly after the goal as well. It will come to Liverpool 2 of Rondon on the ball, down the right hand side, crosses to the centre, and there is Saido Berahino to cancel out our goal just 6 minutes after we took the lead. Rondon skinning his man, drilling in across, really not a float across, drilling in across to the centre, and in the middle, I don't know who was supposed to be marking him there, Berahino. First Karaman and Marlon, both of them left him, and Berahino has the simple finish. It's 1-1, and our lead lasted all of 6 minutes. Right, so half time, I'm going to assertively tell them I'm far from pleased from what I just saw from this team. That should fire them all up, because that always works because my team is so professional. I'm going to go to an attacking style of play at the break as well, and also try and go down the wings as much as possible. Spread the play out a little bit and see if that will help. Higher the tempo too, and mix the passing up a little bit. I don't know why, I just feel like going down the wings might help us get a goal in this game, because the fullbacks are quite tired for Liverpool, so maybe running at them at the pace we've got might be beneficial. So second half begins here, it's still 1-1, still a very long way to go, and still a chance of us getting a win in this game, but I want us to respond after that Real Madrid with a win here, and get a big result and put us 9 points clear at the top of the table. And here's the first highlight of the second half as well. Sisto's corner being floated in. Redmond headed it towards the far post, and Fabiano, who got the assist for the first goal, could only hit the crossbar as Liverpool escape. A good start to the second half, and this time we have scored. Get in, and it's the same goal as well. It's Sisto with the free kick, it's Fabiano flicking it on, and it's Marlon with the finish. A double from an unlikely source, and we retake the lead just 2 minutes after the restart, and it's the exact same goal really. And Mignolet there, I mean, the first goal is kind of funny, the second goal, I mean, it's kind of harsh on Mignolet really. It hits the bar, I think, and then hits him. It goes in anyway, and it is 2-1 to Swansea. we retake the lead. And another highlight here as well, Sisto down his left-hand side, crosses towards Esposito, cleared away as we begin to put the pressure on here really and look for a 2-goal cushion. Morris inside the area, crosses towards Barbosa, get in! It is 3-1 to Swansea, 2 goals inside the first 5 minutes of the second half, and what a fantastic start to this second 45 minutes. I really feel like the change have worked in this game as well, switching to a 4-4-2, we look a lot more threatening, and Barbosa back in the team, gets the goal, and it's 3-1 Swansea. And so another highlight here with 17 minutes to go. We still lead by 2 goals. Can we make a 4th goal here, or score a 4th goal I should say, and really wrap the game up here? And we will, yes we will. Esposito crossing the ball in, but oh, why? Why does that always happen? Oh, what a mistake there. What a mistake by Sacco. Barbosa's through and Mignolet makes the save. Wow, I wasn't commentating then because Liverpool won the ball back. Sacco played it across the pitch and Barbosa intercepted. It was one-on-one with Mignolet there and really should have made it 4-1. But it was a great stop by the Belgian. It is still 3-1 though, and it could have been another goal there, and it is this time. Esposito's shot saved by Mignolet, but Barbosa turns it in, and it is now 4-1 to Swansea. We've been really good in this second half. So many chances, switching to attacking, and I think trying to spread the play out has really helped. Sisto's crossing found the Italian stallion. Good stop by the Belgian, but there's Barbosa on hand for his second goal of the game. 4-1 to the Swans. The points are in the bag, and we've got 8 games to go. Can we retain our title? On the basis of this game, you'd certainly consider us firm favourites. And with 9 minutes to go, we still lead by 3 goals. Can Liverpool get another goal here? Yes, they can, because Leno is... He's doing his best Timo Horn impression in today's episode, unfortunately. That shot goes in at the near post, and I mean, I think that's probably one of the first goals Leno's conceded at his near post all through this season. But let's be honest here, that's one that Timo Horn would struggle to replicate. Seriously, even Horn didn't get beaten like that. That's a very poor piece of goalkeeping by Leno, and Liverpool do grab themselves what will surely be nothing other than a consolation goal, but very disappointing to throw it away regardless, and for Leno's sake too. I mean, the Real Madrid goal in the last game wasn't the best one, and quite a poor one to concede. That was pretty embarrassing, but still, the game will finish there then. The final score will be Swansea 4, Liverpool 2. We get ourselves a really big 3 points, and a great way to respond as well after that Real Madrid game, because the truth is, you know, going out to Real Madrid, I'll be honest here, they're a far better and obviously far bigger side than us, no doubt about that, but I really felt as though this year we could do better than last season in the Champions League and get ourselves through to the quarterfinal for the first time ever in the club's history. But you know, to retain our title, I mean, if that's the only thing we do this season, that's still better than nothing, right? It shows that we're still continuing to make progression as a club a little bit, I suppose, knowing that we are, you know, as years go by, still considered the strongest side in England, you would say, despite failing to retain, I should say, our FA Cup this year. But still, as you can see, to look at the league table to end today's episode off, we are still top then. 8 games to go. We are 9 points clear of Manchester United and also 11 points clear of Chelsea too. There's still a chance that the teams below us can catch up. It's been a lot more competitive than last season, that's for sure, but we're still strong favourites, and I mean, bar a complete collapse, I feel as though we will be on our way to retaining our trophy. But hopefully I won't rue those overconfident words. But still, that will end today's episode in the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. I shall return for the final 2 games of the season against Manchester City and Chelsea, where hopefully we shall be celebrating retaining our Premier League title and winning our first and only piece of silverware in this, our 7th season. But thanks for watching today's episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please leave a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon.